Hey guys, we'll go back to Let's Play Pokemon Black. We'll be going to the Elite Four of this game. You actually can choose the type of gym leader, which gym leader you want. You get to choose with the four. I'm going to go left and go all the way to the right. Why? Because hell do I know. I'm just weird like that. But anyway, so here we go to the first gym leader. What the hell, gym leader? Elite Four member. Okay, what the hell is this? Little will-o-wisps are shooting me up a staircase. This is definitely ghost type. It's really creepy enough to be ghost type. And of course a girl in all purple with like black things on her side. What the hell is this? It's definitely a ghost type. So yeah, here we go to the first battle of the Elite Four. And I guess see there, writing books and ghost type. I get it. And she looks really creepy. So let's do this first battle. Awesome. So, I decided to switch in Missy in first, because why? Because, I don't know, just because I can be. But, I actually got really lucky, and because it's a ghost type, normal is immune to ghost type. So, it's actually pretty nice for me. So, I go for the Crunch, and to see how much damage it would do. It does pretty good chunk. It's going to be about 3-hit KO. I mean, he changes my ability to Mummy, but my ability was Sand Throw. I mean, really, it doesn't really matter to me. He goes for the Psychic. Gonna be about a 4-hit KO. So actually go for Crunch again to see how much damage. Maybe I could get a defense drop here, but I don't. He brings him down to the red. It's gonna be a 3-hit KO. So he actually goes for the Psychic, brings it down to like around the 50s in mid yellow. He actually goes for the it's a girl. God damn it, goes for the full restore, and I'm not liking this. Because I do not like the full restore, like in the first Pokemon. I mean, save it for your last and strongest Pokemon, please. So I just go for the Crunch. I get the defense drop, which is really nice, and I'm like, okay, so I can maybe 2-hit KO this thing. But he lives with so much minuscule HP, it's not even funny. He goes for the Psychic. I live with 13 HP. I'm like, cool, awesome. I can kill it with another Crunch, and Missy will take down Pokemon of the Elite Four member. Awesome. But he full restores. Oh, god damn it. So I go for the Crunch. Maybe I can get to a KO on this guy. And so she doesn't do the full restore, thankfully, and I go for the Crunch just to finally take this freaking Mummy thing out. So that's one down. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Missy won matchup. So anyways, she sends out Goruugu. Goruugu, which is the rock and ghost type. Very interesting typing. They did a lot of interesting typing in this generation. I go for the Crunch, see how much damage I could do. It does a little more than half. I get the defense drop, doesn't really matter because he is actually going to go for the Earthquake and take Missy out, which is not very good. So anyways, I go for a Pokemon that's, even if at full health, could probably 1-hit KO this guy. I send in Jello. And of course, if you didn't notice, it's kind of obvious. I did some off-screen training with my guys. But Jello is obviously going to be my strongest Pokemon because he's my starter. I mean, starter has to be the strongest. I go for Aqua Tail on the Goruugu, and it takes it out with 1 hit, thankfully. So I'm looking pretty good here. 2 for 2. But he sends out the Babangeru. I don't know why I stayed in here. I don't know why I stayed in. But I stayed in, and I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, oh, crap. That's not a good idea. So I decide to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I decide to get the hell out of there and switch in for Chuck Norris just because it's Death Fodder. Because the two people who are completely useless in this battle are Knife and Jello. I mean, not Jello, Chuck Norris, because Chuck has all fighting moves, and only move that's really good with that Knife has is Flare Blitz, which is not going to really work, because, again, especially against this guy, which is Water and Ghost. So I go for the Max Restore, Max Revive on Missy, because it does have the Crunch, and so hopefully I will be able to, hopefully come back on this. So Chuck does live with like 25 HP, which is completely pointless. I just decided to go for the bulk up. Why? Hell do I know. Chuck Norris likes to show off his muscles before he goes out in a big flame. But he actually does go for the Brine, which will obviously take poor Chuck Norris out. Which doesn't really matter. I mean, I did send him out as death fodder at this. I mean, meh. I sent on Swarm just to get some good damage on this thing. Maybe Swarm be able to get a KO. Swarm would love the HP, like love the experience. It would go low 43. I go for the crunch. Doesn't do that much damage, and he goes for the surf. And I will actually be able to live with about 6 HP. Swarm is not good in special defense. He's good in defense. But I actually luckily live and go for the crunch. It doesn't kill him exactly, but I do, of course, I get a defense drop the second time. He actually goes for the brine, which will take my poor Swarm out, my poor bug. But he did some good stuff here. Dig. I sent out Missy just to finish this freaking guy off. I just go for the crunch, and luckily, I mean, this guy is actually really defensive, so I'm actually able to take it out with another crunch, which is nice. Missy and Jello gain experience, and so he's down to her last guy, which is her strongest, level 50, the Shandera, which is the ghost and fire type. I decided to stand as just to get as much damage as I can on this guy. I didn't know what type of moves she would have on her Shandera, so I decided to go for the crunch. She goes for the fire blast, which it does tons of damage to Missy, but luckily I live, but she burns me. What the hell? But I go for the crunch. It still does some pretty good damage, even though I have the burn. I mean, it wouldn't have killed even if I wasn't burned, but I mean, all I wanted to do was just mostly test out her guys, and just do as much damage as I can. But now I just send in the final blow, the final stab to this battle. I just send in Jello, which, I mean, Shandera has no chance in hell of killing Jello. I just go for the Aqua Tail, and I actually do take her out with one big Aqua Tail, just because Jello's epic, and Jello's like epically strong. I mean, he's good in defense, attack and special attack, so I could have killed it with Surf, but meh. So that's one down, 1 out of the 4 actually, and 1 out of the 5 if you're counting the champion. But so that's 1 down. Woot. I don't know what else to say there, but you go on this little green thing to go back, to do a little dance, a little victory dance, and as you see, this little blue light signs up. So that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Recom, subscribe, stay classy.